There are two key steps in getting to the heart of your moral and ethical worldview that you must get past in order to fully consider this topic. First, you land on one side or the other regarding the age-old philosophical argument that asks, is there really any right or wrong? Although you are certainly free to believe however you want in private, your public work, choices, and attitude must take a clear stand on the issue. When you show up for work in the morning, your employer and our society expects that you have answered this question in the affirmative. Second, you have to know how to apply it. Do you obey every letter of the law to the point of legalism? Or do you allow the situation and your personal discretion to define what's right or wrong? It's really about balance. You must strive for a good balance between living your life by solid, resolute moral principles and using a healthy measure of good judgment and practicality in facing your dilemmas. Having a good handle on these two topics will make you a morally balanced, mentally and spiritually balanced, and more successful in your job. In the introduction to this course, it was stated that we all have ethics because we all have a conscience. We use it to make ethical decisions. Your conscience tells you right from wrong. It does this because you have a self-awareness of your behavior, and then you measure it by your deeply held moral beliefs. In short, you know that you know, and your conscience compares your ethical options against your moral beliefs. So, the question is, what do we do with it? Your conscience is there, but the fact remains that you can lose the ability to hear it over time. Listen to your conscience, and do not just rely on your emotions. It's something that you have to learn. It's especially critical that you hear the warnings of your conscience when you're making a bad choice. It may not be the loudest thing you hear, but it's that still small voice that you can barely make out, but you know it's the truth. Of course, when you hear your conscience speaking, you must take the next step and act appropriately. Keep in mind that the words moral or morality sometimes makes people uncomfortable. If you feel uncomfortable, try to understand why it is an absolute necessity to use these terms in a practical discussion of ethics. Ethics without a sense of morality is meaningless and empty. Think about how a sense of morality holds our laws, our families, and our culture together. It's not a dirty word, but something that every person has and needs to guide their ethical lives.